The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. Ray McLeod on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 47 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Javon Hargrave gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
4th down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Vikings come out. Technically it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. It was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Falcons offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd down, Penix. Open man, left side. He's got it. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And a nice game there. On 1st down, he takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And a Falcon.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Now Penix to throw on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun, here is Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
At the 7-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Penix going to throw again. That one taken in. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Falcons are out to a 10-0 lead.
Falcons 10, Vikings nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10.
McCarthy's pass complete to number 19, Adam Thielen. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll motion over Thielen. Look at play action here with McCarthy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
First and 10.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll get this out wide, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. He's going to have a Vikings first down by about a yard. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 5.
A gain of 6. That's another Vikings first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 10-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Jefferson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's in! Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 10-7.
The score, Falcons 10, Vikings 7.
Riker out now, following the touchdown. as he kicks this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. Pitts is the man in motion. On first down, it's Penix. To the outside. Catch made by London. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 47 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are going to extend their first quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Jones now on 1st and 10. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 13-7 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Here's Ryan Wright now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? So that'll cost them half the distance.
Still first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Toward the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground You break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On the give, it's Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, it's Penix. Left side, he's got McLeod. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On play action, here's McCarthy. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
9 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Atlanta.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On play action, Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
You can see the quarterback. He's got his eyes downfield about as long as he possibly can. He comes down late to his back on the check down, and after that loss, he probably would have been better off just throwing it away.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Right side, it's made by McLeod. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll try and throw it with Penix. And it is caught, but he's out of bounds. Would have been the first down, but he could not stay in. As a result, they're going to turn this over on downs. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Working his way out left.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
To throw, it's McCarthy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll step up and run.
The tackle by Isaiah Rodgers. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Atlanta.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
On first down, it's Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. from the gun on third down. Here's Penix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on first and second down are what led to that result on third. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on third and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Forced out wide. Now he'll run. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he was able to bring him down for a loss.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. Falcon, first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contained rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Penix. He'll step up and run this. And he'll go into a slide here, and it'll mark him just a little short of the 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd and a yard. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He takes off. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their 1st, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
38-yard line.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll run again. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Second and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. The throw on the run is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Gain of 12.
And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. On the ground is Mason. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Rook Oromaro there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Minnesota.
17 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A run. And here's Mason. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Vikings first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
19 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now Penix under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. He'll run. This is Mason. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
At the 22-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He keeps it himself. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd down and 3. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That one good for 29
yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Here's Robinson, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. The ball's deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, Penix. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here just past the 30.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
2nd and 11. Here's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight ends. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
3rd and 10.
It is 3rd and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here is Penix. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ray McLeod is the one he was looking for there. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin here on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The tackle made back at
And
the
they've really done a
47-yard
nice
line.
job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. They'll motion over Thielen. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That one caught by Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. second and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Down the sideline. And they will finally run him down. A huge play there on the screen pass. 35 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And here's Bijan. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On play action, Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll try to run for it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2.
The Falcons will line up.
Throwing is Penix. Oh, a loose football. And then we get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Jefferson's got it coming around. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 36 yards.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense, because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
We'll go play action now with Penix. Now he takes off.
Michael Penix on the scramble. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
A run on 1st and goal. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
At the 4-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Now Penix. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time, and it'll be second down.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
Rolling to the left. He's going to run it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. Now, screen set up from Mason. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a great example here, Mike, of just the value and the importance teams place on 1st and 2nd down. Teams call them early downs, where it's not just live and die by 3rd down anymore. Those days are kind of over. You have to stay ahead of the change. You have to stay efficient on 1st and 2nd down. If not, You end up in third.
That's going to be blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Now the lefty Penix on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. There's that man again. Another catch. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
First down, Falcons.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
A give up the middle to Algier. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tyler Algier, the ball carrier. Blake Cashman on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now this looks like a design run. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
A gain of 12.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll toss it to the right side to Algier. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, you're able to get you down for a loss.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
On first down, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And up, it's Algier. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that.
A second effort, and he is in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Falcons. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Koo for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Falcons are able to extend the lead.
Falcons 36, Vikings 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle.
To number 19, Adam Thielen. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and 4. Play action now, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 4.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. A gain there of 10 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
To the 48-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 2. From the gun, here's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll try to run. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. They find a way to convert on fourth down and pick up 10 yards.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on fourth and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll motion over Thielen. First carry now for Ty Chandler. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On second down, here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
13 yards on the play.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up first and goal.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
36, Vikings 17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
down. They'll start out with Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They proved much the best in this one. To get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.